This review is not going to be that bad because we kind of just went over it all, like you just took a test on it. So we are going to look at volume and scale factor today. Make sure we know all the volume formulas, make sure we know how to find scale factor and how to find ratio of volumes. So this is formula heavy. So volumes of prisms and cylinders. Who remembers the general formula for volume of prisms and cylinders? General formula. Base area times the height. Now, we have multiple bases that we're using. What's one shape a base could be? A circle. Okay, so that would be for cylinders. What is the formula for area of a circle? Pi r squared. What other base could I have? A rectangle or a square, and what's the area of a rectangle or a square? Okay, and then the last one, area of a triangle, and that area is, okay, those could be your bases. So that's what this big B is. We also have pyramids and cones. Who remembers the general formula for pyramids and cones? 1/3 the base area times the height. Okay? Again, these are still your base areas. So for cones, it's a circle. For pyramids, it's either a square or a triangle, or a rectangle or a triangle. And then the last one you need to know is a sphere. What's a sphere? Good. 4/3 pi r cubed. If you want a hemisphere, what do? Divide that answer by 2. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go through plugging in volume problems because we should be able to do those, right, as long as you know the formula. You can leave all of your answers in terms of pi because I'm almost positive that's how the final is. However, if it's not, you should know to multiply by 3.14. Okay? I do want to talk about scale factor, though. So if I give you a cone or 2 cones, and I ask you to find the scale factor, how would I go about doing that? How would I find the scale factor? Okay, so I would compare the same sides. I could do 90/36, or what else could I look at? D'Anthony, why'd you choose 14 instead of 28? Okay, so this one was a radius, this one's a diameter, so you need to make sure you're comparing the same parts. Now I'm going to reduce this because I think it's a little easier. I know that 7 goes into 35 5 times and 7 goes into 14 twice. So my scale factor is 5/2. Are we okay with that? Can someone tell me how to find the ratio of volumes from this? How do I find the ratio of volumes? It's what? This is where we cube it. Okay, ratio of volumes is where you're going to cube it. So 5 to the 3rd power is 125. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. Okay, that is my ratio of volumes. What if I give you 2 volumes and I ask you to find the scale factor? Where do I start there? If you have 2 volumes and you're asked to find the scale factor. Okay, so what do you mean by compare? So write a ratio of the two volumes. And this is where you reduce, okay? So your calculator will do that for you. So 4374. Now this was my favorite thing about the test. You all came up to me and said my calculator is broken. It's not working. And I said if you can't figure out how to change a mixed number to an improper fraction, then you get to reduce on your own. So how about we review how to change a mixed number to an improper fraction. So this says 3 3/8. Okay, so this reduces to 3 3/8. But I need it to be an improper fraction. Who remembers how to change a mixed number to an improper fraction? Mia. You multiply on the bottom and then add. So 3 times 8 is 24 plus 3 is 27 over your denominator. Now this is what you would have done had you reduced all the way down.
You can do it on the calculator too.
You can?
Yeah. When you get it, you press second and then you press the same one that you pressed earlier.
Oh. So you either had to know how to change it or you have to know how to use your calculator. Okay, either way, you should know how to change an improper or a mixed number to an improper fraction. You learned that in like 3rd grade. Okay, we're not done though. This right here is the ratio of volumes. I want the scale factor. Kind of. How do I find that? What do I need to do? I think I heard EJ say it. Cube root. So you either use the button with the x and then the root, or you do it to the 1/3 power. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 27 to the power of 1/3, which I know is 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And I know the cube root of 8 is 2. But again, you can raise it to the 1/3 power, which will reduce that for you. Any questions? Yeah.
How do you know if it's a scale factor or ratio of volume?
It'll say in the directions. Oh,
Like, how do you know the difference?
so scale factor is going to be like completely reduced. The ratio of volumes you can take the cube root of. Okay. Any other questions? How'd I do what? Cube root it. So if you don't know, you're going to do 27 to the power of 1/3. So it's to the 1/3 power. Huh? Yep, the caret. Or you can do, the other option is to do 3, second, and then the button that has the x and the square root, and then type in 27, and it still gives you the same answer. So either way, you're pressing the same amount of buttons. So try the same thing with 8, and you should get 2. Either take this cube or take the cube root this way, or raise it to the 1/3 power. Anything else?